Hello. Hopefully everybody can hear us out there. I should actually probably jump on our chat too. Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to today's adventures in Tales of Dragons and Demons, and we will be starting here pretty quick after the introductions here. Tiresias, if you want to introduce yourself and your character.
I am Tiresias, and I'll be playing the Pessimist Blacksmith Dune. Just traveled to the Misty Vale to try and find ancient blacksmithing techniques.
All right, and next is Shoulael. Shoulael? I'm going to
Hello,
screw
I'm
that up.
Shoulael. Yeah, no worries. I'm Shoulael. I play Lothar Silvergrin, the, how shall we say, the shifty-looking merchant whose singular goal is to find someone else to do the work for him and earn the money.
Yeah, sounds like a good goal. So. All right. When we last were here, you guys had made your way to the, let's look at the map so I get the name right. Deepfall Breach and the Temple with No Name, or the Unknown Temple. And from there, you met, or I'm going to pronounce his name wrong too. Ingolf, excuse me. You Ingolf the Wolfkin with the stone eye. And he has given you a quest to go down into the chasm, or the breach. You guys remember what that is?
It's like a wound in the world created by like a demon sphere.
That's the myth.
What we've been told.
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of danger down there with treasure, hopefully.
Yep. The leader of the sect of demon cults holds the World Breaker Shard. It is the tip of the abyssal spear that split the land and created the breach. This power cannot stay in their grasp. This is Ingolf speaking to you. This power cannot stay in its grasp. Foul magics cloud their location from my sight, so you must locate the shard through other means. Seek below a band of cultists transporting a prisoner, an orc named Gorum. Gorum knows the location of the cultist outpost and may serve as a viable ally in the days to come. So you're on a rescue mission, basically. And he has seen sights to give you an idea of what you will meet when you go into the chasm.
Okay.
And the first part he says he mentions is you're going to be going the plunging path. A sloping corridor carries you into the depths of the breach. Tread softly, lest you wake the creatures of fang and wings nesting in the cracks and hollows of this ancient passage.
That's good. I thought we were gonna get wet for a moment.
Oh.
Ugh. He shakes the idea of rain or water getting on him.
Yeah. That's the first obstacle that Ingolf mentions to you, or had mentioned to you. The second one is the charred tomb. Fire long ago ravaged this once grand mausoleum. It holds 5 remaining sarcophagi amid piles of ash and bone. Find ye a path through a hidden door within one of these coffins. Do not disturb the scorched dead nor the hidden trap. And he says, I do not know once you get into the secret passage where it leads. You'll have to trust your own instincts.
Okay.
But eventually you will. Usually the paths are pretty obvious once you get into the places. I can't tell you what to expect. There's either another exit or a door or something.
Any advice for us, Wolfman?
Avoid battle until you need to.
Sound
Move
advice.
cautiously.
I have every intention of taking it.
And finally, when you do find yourself at the fiendish altar, or the, you can call it much as an altar, as an old ancient shrine, the cultists have taken refuge there with their prisoner. My sight cannot gleam their aim, but blood-stained altar at the center of this chamber has countless deaths at the hands of those seeking parley with the demonic forces. I sense fear and hesitation in these cultists. They'll not die needlessly for their cause, I suspect. Free Gurm from their clutches, and he can lead us to their leader.
One question in Dolphur. Do the cultists appear to have anything valuable? Or Gorham himself appear to have anything valuable for the person in your visions?
Value to one may not be value to another. I do not see them up in jewels or gems, if that is what you're asking.
That was what I was asking. Oh well, we'll survive, I expect.
One other thing, and he hands a stone to, well, he holds out a stone in the palm of his hand. It has some ruins on it. Take this. If you're ever in trouble, or once you find Gorham, speak the words and you'll return here. But be warned, the stone won't last forever.
Dune will take the stone, and as he does, he'll ponder and trace the runes with his thumb, examining it, figuring out how it may work.
One stone for all of us. Must we be touching this stone in order to be brought back here, or will it?
Yes, it will area around you, I believe, but be careful. If something shouldn't come back with you is in that radius. I don't want it here in my... It's not very far. You will have to be close together. You might as well say touching.
How do we use the stone when the time comes?
Oh, let me look up the word for you. I forgot to write down the trigger. How about... let's see. Since I don't have anything up for a word, we're just going to pick... Anybody know any good words for return or come back?
Vamoosh.
Vamoosh. There we go. That'll work. Vamoosh. That's the trigger word. And I'm going to write that down, so if you forget anything, don't forget it. I apologize to anybody listening to me cough. So.
I have a question, Tim, for
Yes.
for how we're going to enter the breach. Is there a staircase that goes down, or a cliff, or are we going to have to use a rope or such thing to descend?
There is a staircase or a descending that has been a trail, enough of a trail that you don't have to use a rope or anything to descend.
Okay.
It'll be somewhat precarious, narrow at spots, but it's been traveled, and I'll make you make a small roll, but as long as you don't roll a 20, you should be fine. There, I just red
Okay.
flagged it for you.
I just hope you have me roll acrobatics so I get that demon.
Uh,
What are
all
you
right.
rolling right now?
Not rolling anything right now. What I'm going to ask you
Okay.
is if you're prepared for anything, you need anything to do, any preparations you want to make prior to descent.
Yes. Actually, there was something I wanted to do, and that was switch out. What? Maybe bring around one more field ration along with me from the donkey, from my donkey,
Yeah,
so
grab
that
a few
in
supplies or
case
whatever
it's
you might
needed,
need. Yep.
yeah, in case it's needed, we have it.
One other thing, do you have any lighting source?
Yes, I do have a torch.
Okay. Be warned of that because no race has dark vision in this game or system, so you need light sources.
Understood. Yes, I
I
have a
only
torch.
have a
Just
single
a torch.
torch.
Then we should go in how does one say? We should go in turns then rather than use both torches at once.
Sounds good. Should I be the first one to use the torch? I think I'll probably be in front, since I'm the most heavily armored.
Do you also have flint and tinder?
I do.
Okay. I would say we shouldn't light the torch unless it becomes necessary, especially because we have been warned about
I
the
agree. We should only
feature of the fang and wing.
yeah, we should wait for it when it's necessary to light it. I agree. The dark should be our ally.
Get it? All right. When you're ready to descend, just let me know.
Okay. I think I look at everything, check everything, ensure my knife has been sharpened. Do I have just the one knife, or did I pick up a second dagger? I don't recall at the moment.
I don't recall if you picked one up when you're at the blacksmith. That would be something you would have to track.
Yeah, that's what I'm having a look at right now. It looks like I have just the one dagger, so we'll stay with that. I am in my studded leather. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And yeah, I've got everything that I think I could need.
My apologies. Take a cough drop here. All right, if you're ready to descend,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ingolf takes you to the edge of the breach, and you see a sharp-looking crevasse. Along the edge, over the time this has been here, seems thousands of years maybe, there has been a path worn on its way down. And it's human steps of many people traveling up and down it. And it's not level and stuff. It's slow going. But as long as you're cautious, you will not have any issues. Ingolf also informed you that when you get to the bottom, the first chamber you're going to enter, or the area, is going to have many openings. And he has told you to count 18 from the left to right, or clockwise direction. Enter that entrance to start. So when you come to the bottom, there is light coming still down from above.
Mm-hmm.
But down here, the sensation you had felt earlier with the distortion of time and kind of the feeling of I can't think of the correct term, but kind of time and space, you feel tingly, like there's something. As you move, your hands sometimes leave little trails and things like that. Reality is somewhat different.
Mm.
Maybe we should turn back. And I do a 180. I was like, no, wait, maybe not. And I do another 180. Sort of caught between my instinct to sort of run and instinct to get the job done.
It's not, I shouldn't say it doesn't make you feel bad. It's just a sensation you're feeling. If that makes sense. You're not, but it makes your hair kind of stand on end. And you know that something's off about this place, but not evil in sense per se. Now, you can see several openings along the bottom of the breach. Some of them even appear to be doors, cavern opens, elaborate gold doors, silver. Some even appear to be gems on themselves, large ones, are crystal. Scattered throughout. It's the area down here seems much larger than it should be.
Are we near any of the doors or entrances?
You came down and you're standing at the bottom of this path stairwell at the bottom. You see there's a door. He said go from your left as you come down and go to the 18th door, which just happened
I
to
will
be the
count from
number I
left,
rolled.
going 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to 18 until I find the 18th door.
Yeah, and I'm sticking close to Dune and also keeping my own count just to make sure that we don't get things confused.
Okay. As you walk in, are you going to enter the chamber? The doorway that you come up to looks nothing more than a cave entrance, but it's black and you cannot see in it, even if you're standing close.
Here, I will light the torch. And I'll sort of wave it in front of me, see if the light pierces the darkness in any way, to see further in.
As you reach the torch into the darkened area, it does seem to lighten up the area, but not as much as you would suspect.
Looks like we're going to have to walk close to each door to inspect it before proceeding, or at least our target door.
Yeah.
That's the one I believe you were standing at.
Yeah.
Because he counted it to 18th one.
Yeah, I guess I will enter the door and I will hold the torch up high above my head. Like fully reach out my arm like above my head.
Yep.
So I can try and see maybe if I can see the roof of this cave like entrance.
As you cross the threshold, Silvergrin, you will see him almost like fade. And the light is very dim, but it's like there's a haze, like you're staring at him through a murky water of sorts, or shadow.
Yeah.
It's he
And
when you're on the other side, Dune, the walls do not seem to be rough hewn. They're deteriorated brick and somewhat ancient. I mean, very ancient, but deterioration is there, but not bad. It's starting to crumble, but it is a long hallway. And as you look behind, you can see Lothar behind you, but it's like a dimmed version of him. Like you would expect him almost more distant than he should be, because you just stepped away from him.
To sort of experiment here, Dune will walk back to Lothar, but won't exit the dark. Instead, he will reach his hand out to him where he thinks it sort of ends.
As soon as you reach your hand through, you seem to be in front of Lothar.
Like, I hit it, Dune. Dune, that's okay. I'm coming with you because I think it's a very, very bad idea for us to get separated. Yeah.
Agreed.
So I grab his hand.
Yeah.
And
Hand on shoulder, we walk down
jump through essentially.
Yeah. As you step through, you both kind of feel a sensation, but then, as I said before, you're in a long corridor. The light now when you're both in there is its normal 10-meter radius of illumination, or 5 squares around you, lighting the area. And as you said you were holding it up earlier, the torch, you did not see a ceiling.
Place is a lot bigger. If I can't see a ceiling, I will have the torch put out in front of me, and I will keep it low enough to where I can have a clear sight of the floor in case of tripwire or pressure plates or anything like that as we move.
All right. Give me a spot hidden.
Got a 7 out of 8.
The first area you're searching and stuff, you do not find anything.
On the other hand, I would like to try to focus on my hearing to see if I can hear any of the creatures of wing and what the other one was. About any winged creatures living here, effectively.
I'm trying to think. Give me an awareness, and I'll give you a boon.
Okay, where are we? That's me. 1 boon. Awareness check. Okay. Awareness. 6 out of 12.
As you're sitting there telling Dune to be quiet, quit moving around, because every time he moves to check stuff, you're hearing him.
Mm-hmm.
After he slows down settles down for a second, you can hear above you little chirping sounds. And not really much more, the fluttering of things. But it's in the dark, so that's about all you probably might hear.
Yes. Okay, I lean over to Dune and whisper, we need to be as quiet as possible. I hear some creatures around here.
Dune won't verbally acknowledge him, but he'll just give him a small nod as in he hears you. Then slowly move forward to make sure to limit the sound of his armor sort of making noise.
I'm going to need both of you to make a stealth roll, and I have to look up something here because I thought there was a
Stealth, right?
Excuse
Is
me.
that
Sneaking.
Okay. Ah.
You can push the roll if you want.
I think at this point I will not push the roll.
All right, let me see if there was a sneaking attack. So sneaking. Movement. How good did Tiresias do? Okay. Dune did well. In the dark, you kick a rock and it scurries around.
Wait. The rock's curling around. Okay.
You kicked the rock and it rolled and made some loud noise. Or unusually loud noise in the quiet that you're in. Let's put it that way. And let me check something. You didn't roll a too bad.
I rolled just under a demon, yeah.
Yeah, but you're 13, so you're only a little different. So
yeah,
I'm going to roll the creature awareness. Give me just a second. I have to look it up in the compendium. Here, I have it somewhere. There it is. Okay, their base is that. All right. You hear a large amount of fluttering suddenly. And who's holding the torch?
I am.
Dune, yeah.
Dune, you're going to be... All right, let's get everybody on board here in a second. You hear a large group of fluttering. And as you look up, Dune, at this noise and high-pitched squeals, as you look up, you see a swarm of larger bat creatures flying down at you as they come in at the light. At this point, we all need to roll initiative, and let's get that started.
Yes, sir.
I have to... Dang it, too many tabs open. And I forgot to move my own self over. All right, we will be down here at this end of the hall. You can drag your... Yep. And of course the compendium
Near the
didn't
door,
load.
right?
No, other end.
Other end.
At the top.
Yes. Okay.
You're going to be going towards the doors if that's what you're after.
Okay, got it.
All right, compendium loaded this time. Okay. And reaching the edge of your light is a group of vampire bats.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A group of vampire bats. Okay.
That's swarm. Excuse me. It's the proper word. Swarm.
Yeah. Swarm. Okay.
Let's see if we can get that to work. Yeah. And get to the right screen for order. And then everybody. Okay, just a second. I should have two. For some reason, it put two of everybody on here. Why? That should work. All right, Dune, you actually start this one.
I think Dune isn't going to run towards it. I think it's going to prepare for when it comes next to him. and he's gonna hold out his sword and try and skewer one of the bats.
All right.
Hang on. Is there a reason why I'm not in the
It dropped
combat?
you for some reason. So I'm just going to give you the next card, which was 6. I must not have hit you when I... Because before, everybody was showing up twice, and I must have extra deleted you.
Okay, no worries. So that's Dune first, then me, then the bats.
Nope. Dune,
right?
bat, Dune, bat you, then bat.
Okay. Bats are listed as 10. Okay, oh, all right, fine. I'm a little confused how that works, but that's all right.
All right. So, Dune, you're going to hold your action. You're going to swap it with something else. Yeah, you have to swap the cards if you want to hold your action.
Yeah, I'll swap it with my companions. Lothar.
Okay. Make sure I'm hitting the right one. So Lothar, he swapped with you, and now you can go instead.
I can go first.
Yep.
What I would like to do is actually stay within range of Dune, but a little away, because the thing is, I have the ability to sneak attack, to backstab,
Okay.
if I'm close to a what's it called?
Okay.
To a what's the word? To an ally.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I understood what you meant. Okay.
Yeah. So honestly, even I'd like to pass Delta, but yeah.
Are you going to pass your turn also?
I think I would, yes, if that's okay.
You have to swap.
I would
also.
like to pass my turn.
Yeah.
So swap to the. Can I swap with the vampiric bats?
Actually, I'm trying to remember the rule on swapping orders, and I can't remember if you can actions and movements. I can't remember if you can do it once or twice. If you can keep swapping, I don't think you can keep swapping because you've been swapped with once.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, I will kind of give up my move and move immediately behind Dune, kind of hiding in his shadow.
All right.
Does that make any sense?
Yes, it does. You're using him as a body shield, so I get it.
Yeah.
And you're in this area of light, so you're both kind of visible to them. That won't be a problem. All right, so next up is the bats. The bat will fly at the first person he sees, and that is Dune. Character, what is it? 1d6. Okay.
That's the damage, correct?
No.
Oh, no.
Swirling horror. The bats swarm around the victims in a frenzied pace. Everyone within 10 meters suffers a fear attack. Both of you need to make a will save.
Okay. Will save time. That's to click on will. Success, I think, for both of us.
All right.
Yeah.
You both succeeded, so you're fine. That was his first attack. Dune,
Nice.
you are up now.
I'm going to attack with my sword. I'm not going to push my luck.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to attack. I am going to first. 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, I do want a bit of rule clarification, Tim, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the bats are next.
Yeah, it's the bats are next. You gave up your attack on your turn because you couldn't swap
Yes.
out. So
Yes.
the bats are up next. All right. The bats all swirl around and then they fly in a swarm and turn back around and try attacking, or they attack Dune. Dune, you can attempt to evade.
Could I parry?
No, you can't do anything this turn because you already took your action.
Got it.
You take 4 points of damage minus your armor.
That is 0 points of damage, because my armor is 4.
And then you take no points of damage. But that was their attack. We're back at the beginning of the order. Lothar, you are now in position 1. Oh no, we have to redeal. Just a second.
So,
Just a second. I have
right.
to
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, let's just recall. I have to hit the buttons right. And then we deal cards out again. And order is different. Dune, you're at position 1 again.
I will swing
Okay,
with my sword
so-
again.
No, wow. Okay.
6 points of damage, all right?
Not the best, but it'll do.
Oh, hey, it's damage. Okay, so next is the bat. The form. Ooh. The bat split up and attack each character within 10 meters. Each victim can you can choose to evade or take the damage.
If I evade, I can't attack, right?
Correct.
Then I'll take the damage this turn.
And Dune already attacked, so he has to. So this one is Dune's. 4 points of damage. 5 points of damage to Silverfang.
That's reduced by my
Armor class.
armor class. So I took 3 points of damage. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then it is Silvergrins.
Okay. So one small rules clarification, Tim, and
Okay.
do I invoke backstabbing after my attack or before it? Because that will cost me will points.
It costs you will points regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. I have to look up your. Can you hit it to post it?
Yeah, sure. One moment.
As far as I can see, you can choosing. I don't see it saying it has to be.
Okay. So I will attack with my knives. That is a success.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Do you have the knives put in on your character sheet under weapons?
Oh yeah, sorry. I have dragons right here.
Yeah.
My mistake. Hey, that is a success anyway.
Yep. And you got 5 points of damage.
Okay. Also, because I do want to invoke backstab, so that's an extra D8.
All right.
Right. And I do want to invoke the fact that my knife is sharpened.
All right. Sounds like we're going to do some damage.
So that's another D8. right?
I believe sharpened doesn't do an extra D8. It reduces armor by 1 of an enemy.
Oh, right. So just an extra D8, right?
Yes, so far that's correct.
Okay. And yeah, it isn't relevant because the vampire bats have already had their chance, but basically they can't dodge or, yeah.
Yeah, you automatically get the chance to hit him.
Yes. Okay. That's a 6. So 5 plus 6 is 11 damage.
You just start swinging and wildly slashing wings and piercing, and much of the swarm is eliminated with your whirlwind of daggers.
Nice. Very nice.
No, we draw again, correct?
Nope, it has one addition. It has one more.
Got it.
The person who just attacked them or did the most damage, it swarms on and attempts to drain your blood.
That's the Constitution check.
No, it's the person. Yeah, you don't get to check anything because you already.
Right. Already had my attack.
Yeah.
Already had my attack. That's right.
So I was just checking some of the other attached rules to it. Okay. 5 points of damage. Does any of the damage get through?
5 points. 3 points should go through.
All right. I'm going to need you to make a fear attack.
Fear, that's willpower, right?
Yep.
Will check. That's a demon.
All right. Excellent. Go ahead and fear effect. Roll a fear effect.
Panting. I'm exhausted, so I mark exhausted on my sheet.
Yeah. Correct. And you notice the bats that are remaining get larger after feeding on you.
Oh dear. Okay. One other question, Tim.
Yep.
Because I got a natural 20, unfortunately, I don't mark anything on my sheet, right? Because it was a will check, not a skill check.
Correct. You
Okay.
just
Understood.
You just failed very, very bad. That's all right. And you won't be, so we'll just give you boons on, I think it gives you boons automatically on exhaustion for certain things. All right. So it is now Dune's turn again.
I'm gonna hit
sorry.
with the sword.
I keep forgetting this shuffle. Recall the deck and shuffle is what I'm forgetting to do each time. Recall, shuffle, reshuffle, or redeal. I mean. All right. The vampire bat goes first this time. Since you're still sitting there feeding, let's see what it rolls this time. A d6. A 1. It swarms around both of you now that they are larger and more vicious or seem to have swelled. Roll fear, both of you. Or will save.
One more.
Oh.
That's a demon.
Okay. Well, each get to roll fear effects. Go ahead and click.
Scream and horror, which calls all player.
I'm enfeebled. Oh, there's 2d6 willpower. And I'm
I
disheartened.
scream, which means you have to make another fear roll. Is that right?
He already critically failed.
Right?
Yeah, I won't make him do it twice in a row here. He's already doing pretty good.
Okay, fair enough.
So you have become enfeebled and you have lost so much of your will. Shoulael is now screaming as well as panting, and because he's exhausted. The
Yeah, I
bats,
believe
though,
I'm at 1 will.
you can do what's called a round. Let's see on your character sheet. You can do it once per combat, I believe, or if you click on the rest, do a round rest. I would have to look up the exact
Wrong.
rules.
Okay.
You gain, I think it's something. Initiative. Where's resting? Problem with not having the game played enough to
I
remember.
found it. Round rest. A quick rest that lasts just a single round. During a round, you recover only a D8 of willpower, no hit points. You can only have a round shift once per shift.
Okay, just so you're aware of that option. All right.
Okay, yeah.
So that was the demon. That was its first attack, causing you guys to be fearful. Dune, you're up.
I'm gonna swing at it once more and try and kill the beast.
Dang. You also slice through several of them. There's barely any of them up. But those that are up attempt to attack you. Doing 8 points of damage. And since they probably broke through your armor, you will need to make another fear check. How much did they get through your armor?
They only do 4 points of damage.
All right. The remaining ones seem to heal. All right. Silvergren, you're screaming and panting, and you have the option to attack.
Okay, straight attack. That's a miss, isn't it? That is a miss.
By 1 point, you can push.
Yeah. Should I push? Yeah, sure, I'll push. I'll take angry and push. That is to roll again.
Yep.
3 damage on a 4. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And new round. Dang it. I'll get it eventually. Recall. All right, bats go again first.
Hey, okay.
All right, and they're going to attempt to attack. The remaining ones are going to attempt to attack both of you. You can evade, dodge, or
I will evade this time, I think.
Then you can attempt to evade.
I'm gonna hope my armor just takes most of the damage.
Well, I rolled a demon on evade.
One of those carcasses on the ground you stumble over. And you line right up in line with it. And you take 8 points of damage as they attack you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And 4
5,
points
6.
against Dune. I don't think that gets to your armor.
Nope.
How much did got through your armor? Silvergren?
6 points got through my armor. I want 4 hit points left.
That's fine. The bats look better.
Actually, 5 hit points. but yeah.
All right. Silvergun, your attack.
Oh, okay. I'll give it another go attacking.
Oh no, did
Which
you tried to
is...
evade? Never mind. Your action is
I
gone.
tried to evade, so yeah, I don't have an attack. That's right.
Bats get their second attack. And come on, you guys have to get through the first combat.
Same again, eh?
Yeah, same again. Mass attack. Tries to attack each of you.
I can't evade anymore.
I will evade.
You attack. Oh, didn't attack yet? Okay, so Dune's giving up. All right, Dune, let me know if you evaded. And Silvergrain, you took 4 points of damage.
I do not.
And you take 6 points of possible damage.
Got it.
I took 2 points of damage in total because of my armor, but yeah.
Okay. And Dune, you took... No, you took 2 damage, I assume.
I have 2 hit points left. Oh, right, my armor. Yep. I'm at 4 hit points. My bad.
All right, new round. Oh, come on, I don't want you guys rolling up new characters right away. You got any potions or anything like that? You can use your actions to take those.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is right. We do have a healing potion and a rare healing potion.
I know it's kind of early to think about that, but you know.
Yeah. But we see how it
not
goes.
if it means preventing death from bats.
Yep. Since we got, I'm gonna make that a 10. So to start with, this time we got Silvergrin up first.
Okay, I'm going to attack. I'm going to try backstabbing, depending on how my attack goes. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm going to backstab this time as well.
Yep.
That gives me an extra D8 damage. So that's a total of 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Okay, and I can't remember. Do you get any pluses for you, or is that already figured into your? Let's second.
No. Do I get positives for exhausted or angry? It's marked, so that didn't. If anything, it's already accounted for in the roll.
Yep, I was referring to
So,
did it add your dex? It added your additional, so that's 10 points total. You said?
Yes, 10 points of damage. Yes.
All right. You managed to chop up a couple more, and there's they seem to be at a loss, and more or less, there's very few of them. So, Dune, you're up.
I'm going to attack with my sword once more and hopefully kill this beast.
Ooh, I rolled a dragon.
I did.
And your damage alone, since it only at this point had 2 hit points left, you eviscerate what was there.
Bloodied, I think I'm going to sit down on the cave wall and take a breather. And
yeah, we should definitely take a...
Yeah, take a rest or use
Is
healing
it
potions.
stretch rest? Is it like a stretch rest?
It's, yes, there's the stretch, the 15-minute. And then if you click on your character sheet, if you just click the stretch rest on the character sheet, right above your...
Where is that?
It is right
stretch. Here we are.
It's right above the willpower and stuff, yeah.
Are you being cared for?
Is somebody helping you with your wounds?
We're helping each other.
Can we help each other out, or
Then
is that allowed?
Nope. The person who's helping does not get a chance to use the ability. They don't get the rest.
How
Got
many hit points have you lost, dude?
If you're doing it to yourself, then you don't get the bonus. Is all.
I'm at 4 out of 12.
I'm at 3 out. Okay, so we're not doing it. We're just going to heal we're going to heal
Yeah,
ourselves.
we're
until
both
we
gonna
can't
just
afford
take a
Yeah.
good rest
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
bad. 6 hit points and some will points.
Heal a condition of your choice.
And you get to heal a condition of your choice. So if you're under multiple conditions.
I feel
I think
somewhat
I'll take
heartened.
exhausted off.
What was that?
No, wait. Dune, please. You first.
I'm choosing the disheartened condition to heal. And that's all they had, so.
Yeah. And I decided to take off angry, so I am still exhausted, but no longer angry.
Okay. And you guys are... Okay, so... You're at the end of the hall here, and you can't see in the dark very far. The hallway before you goes on into the dark. You can still hear noises above, too, if you quietly listen. Not as much as you could earlier, obviously.
Okay.
I'm going to move.
Okay, yeah. We very slowly walk along the what's it called? Oh, how long do torches last, by the way?
About an hour. Let's see. Light sources, torches. They tell you there.
Okay. Roll
Uh,
d6 after each stretch of time. So we have to roll d6 at least one. That was 5. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we're good for now.
Yeah. So for right now, you guys are still good with the torch. You, as I said, you can still hear stuff above, even though nothing. So still gonna have to be quiet and sneaky.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna get
Okay.
now you get a boon to do it because there's less of them to hear you.
Yeah. And we're going slow as well. That doesn't really count, but still.
If you hey, I'm willing to work with you narratively on this stuff. You just have to kind of work it in here. How we can get extra boons and stuff.
Yeah, my idea, dude, is that we stay close to the ground so that the torch will light up anything in our way, and we go slow.
I agree with that. Would I be able to take off the shoes of? I guess I don't have metal shoes since I'm wearing plate mail, right?
You're wearing chain, I thought, but yeah, you could be wearing leather boots or whatever you want.
Or sorry, yeah, chain. Sorry, misspoke. Okay.
So
yeah, I say we can move at maybe half speed down the hallway per. I'm not sure how time is measured for moving in a dungeon. If there are any rules for it.
Yeah, technically we want, but right now we're just you. Let me know what you're doing, and I will.
Yeah.
At this point, it isn't technically needed to know. So I just want to know what precautions you're taking. So go ahead and take 2 boons then.
Okay.
Because you're doing extra stuff. And now go ahead and roll your sneaking. Success. And a success. All right. You guys managed to get to the end of the hall. You can go ahead and move all the way to the doors, or where you see the doors at the end.
Okay.
Here, let me move the right one.
Yeah, I got it. Got it. There we go.
Before you stands a large double doors.
Do we see anything else?
Such as these just to be large. They're stone if it helps, like doors that would open towards you.
Can we see any hinges on the door?
Sure.
I would like to investigate if the hinges have are rusted or are in good condition. Effectively, last thing we want is to be attacked from the back while we're opening the doors.
They seem to be in good condition.
Okay.
I'm going to
Much surprisingly like the door seems to be in good condition.
I'm gonna slightly open the door and take a little peep inside before I fully open it.
Okay, let me quickly check something. I have to look up something that I forgot to write down. But I'm going to need to likely have you make a roll here in a second. I have to find out where they hid
Both of
them.
us, or just two?
The person pushing the door open who didn't check for traps.
That was me.
Okay,
What do you want me to do?
I just have to find out where they list the traps in the book. You know, you read them and then you forget where you put them.
Oh no.
Control F.
Lothar, it was good knowing you.
Well,
How
he
much
did warn
health
you.
do you have?
All right. Where are they giving me traps? Types of treasures, types of traps. There we go. All right. We did miss something there. Okay, the way they have it set up. Make an awareness check. All right. Page 52. I need you to make a con save. Ooh, and
Sorry, my mouse is a bit bugged, so sometimes it auto double clicks.
Which is fine. We'll just take the first one.
Yeah.
You become dazed as you feel very disorientated. And suddenly Silvergrin, he suddenly slouches over against the wall and falls over.
So the first thing I do is pull Dune away from the door.
He starts
and
to
also
snore.
pull myself. Still, I pull him away from the door and put myself away from the door too. That's the very first thing.
All right.
Door hasn't moved, right?
This
Door's
is
still
correct.
closed.
No, he opened the door. That's how the trap went off. He pushed the door to look in.
Okay. Door's open, trap has been set off. Am I able to determine if the trap is magical or
Oh, what you saw, you
mundane?
saw a bunch of darts shooting out.
Oh, you saw a bunch of darts shooting out. Okay, fair enough. So the first thing I will do is pull the darts out of him.
Yep.
No point in trying to wake him up if the darts are still in.
All right.
And then I'll try to wake him up.
He will
Nothing too
not wake.
wild.
Nothing. You're attempting to wake him up, and nothing seems to be working at this time.
No, don't put it on the anvil. It's not ready.
He's sleep talking to.
What to do? What to do? Just
Yep.
have to wait till he wakes up, perhaps. That's one possibility. So if I were to wait for a shift and keep checking him, do I notice any change in the condition? Oh god, oh dear. I think my thing has frozen for a bit. Hello? Test, test.
I think it might be the DM.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
me having the wrong thing
yeah.
muted. So too many places
Yeah,
to
okay,
mute
sorry.
stuff.
Yeah. And
Shift.
also, I think
The shift is 6 hours. Are you going to sit here for
Oh, sorry,
6
sorry,
hours?
sorry, a stretch. Sorry, my mistake.
And a stretch. A
Still
stretch
getting used
is,
to the terminology.
no problem. I just want to make sure that's why I asked. So, just a reminder, you two. So,
Yes, please. So, before anything else, the next thing I'm going to do is also pick up the torch and see if it's okay, still going.
I roll a 1d6.
Okay. So let's see. D6.
It's still
That's a
going.
6. Okay. Torch is still good. No problems there. Nice.
How long you going to sit here? What you? I mean, at this
So
point,
yeah, no. So the question was first, I want to stay for a stretch and see if there are any changes.
No.
So no, nothing good, but nothing bad either.
Right now it's just he's asleep against the wall. You're next to a large stone door in the end of a long hallway.
Is it safe to take a stretch rest for a bit here while he recovers? Because I can tend to myself. No, you can't do that until the shift.
Yeah, you can only do
once. You can't take it again. Right?
Yeah. You only get to do that so often.
Good point. Okay. In that case, I'll bring out my rations and eat something while waiting for another stretch or two to see if there are any changes.
No. Go ahead and make let's see, they got healing. Do you have any healing ability? Go ahead and make some healing check.
I do have healing. I have a very low healing, but we'll give it a whirl and see what happens. That failed.
But you only failed
Do I
by
roll
one.
again?
No, if you want to push it, you can. Otherwise,
no, it's all right. It's all right.
You rolled only one away, so I'll give you some information since it's in here.
Okay.
You suspect that this poison is going to last quite a long time.
And we don't have. Would a healing potion work on it? Not sure if that makes sense.
Does that make sense to Silvergrin? I'd let you make another healing check if you want.
Okay, I'll try it. See if that works.
You're not
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure if the healing potion will work. So then I go through. In that case, I'll go through Dune's things and try to pull out the calling stone. Right. I have the calling stone while Dune is still asleep. I will step away from him just a little bit and try to peek inside the doors to see what's in the next room.
What's in the next room? Since the trap has been triggered, and if you look inside. Oh, get me to the right screen. What you see is a room filled with a charred. Looks like the room has been burnt. Several sarcophagi line both walls. Some are cracked and broken. There's piles of bones and ash in the middle of the room. And there's...
Okay, and I'm cudgeling my brains to try to remember. This is the charred tomb, and I'm cudgeling my brains trying to remember what exactly Ingolfer said about this.
Ingolfer said...
Yes, I looked it up. It says,
okay.
Do not disturb the sought dead or the hidden trap. So the first thing I want to do is, I know that I should avoid these piles of bones, burnt bones. Right? That's the first thing I'm going to avoid doing.
Are you entering the room?
Second thing, though, yeah, no, I'm thinking. So I'm just thinking myself.
Okay.
5 remaining sarcophagi. Okay, so which are the open sarcophagi? Okay, I can see 1, 2, 3 open sarcophagi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 closed sarcophagi. So I want to go very carefully around the room, right? And keep an eye out for traps, first thing. Would that be awareness or would that be sneaking? Sorry, Tim, you're muted again.
I have grandkids in the background, so I'm trying to prevent the overhearing of stuff.
No worries.
That all depends. You said you want to sneak around the room. That's up to you if you want to sneak. And as far as awareness, what are you kind of looking for? Give me an idea.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's not so much sneaking as walking carefully because I don't want to disturb any of the piles of bones, either inside the sarcophagi or on the floor. So I just want to go around them.
All right.
Right?
That should
So
not
that's not
be
really sneaking because it's very...
Yep. It shouldn't be an issue.
But
unless I mean, you're not running or you're trying to be cautious. So go ahead and just
I'm going very slow.
Yeah.
Because the important thing for me is to keep an eye out for any traps. That's what I want to find. Are there any traps? Because he's mentioned a hidden trap here. And I want to see if I can detect it, find it.
Which way you walking around the room? If you walk into the door, would you be going clockwise or counterclockwise?
I would go. Let me just move my character a bit to show you. But I'd go something like. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, I'd go this way, and then here, and then backtrack, and go here because I don't want to risk lifting the.
Okay, it didn't show.
So sorry. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it showed, but let me just see. Is there a pointer function on Roll20?
Just hold the clicker. Well, let me get on the right dang screen. Depending on if you have the little arrow selected at the top of your list to select Control S. Otherwise, you should be able to get a ping point. Just hold the press
okay. So I want to go here first and stop around here. So around the square directly next to 2, and then go back around. So I go down here, around here, and up here. All very slowly.
All right, give me.
I'm mainly keeping an eye.
All right.
Yes.
Give me spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Okay.
If you're looking for traps.
That's a 2 on a 12.
without completely investigating each sarcophagi in detail or anything from what the pattern you got, you are not seeing any traps or
That is
anything.
correct. I haven't yet started to investigate the sarcophagus. I'm just looking at the traps on the floor.
Yep, and I'm confirming there's none there from what you said. I'm just making sure that we understood there's a difference.
Okay.
And
so what I want to do is drag Dion in here, and then we can see if he wakes up or not, or whatever. Is that all okay? Is that okay?
I have no problem with that. That's, I mean, makes perfect sense to me. If you want to camp out in the sarcophagi room with a.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll, Dion, if you wouldn't mind moving yourself in here to this corner here. So I'll drag you in, and now the question comes: would 15 minutes have passed?
Yeah, let's give you. I want you to make a light roll. Also, give me a 1d6.
Yes, exactly. That's what I want to do.
Yep.
3. That's fine. Torch roll. Anything else you want me to check for?
You tell me what you want to check for. I can tell you. I want
no,
you
in the
to
sense
check.
you said you wanted me to do some other. You said you also wanted me to do a light roll. So was there something else you wanted me to roll for?
No. If you wanted to check anything further, we might have to make some rolls. You have to kind of fill me in on what you're kind of doing.
I'm trying to think if the hidden trap was a trap mentioned about the doors. That's the only thing I'm trying to consider right now. But I don't have Ingolfer with me here right now to decide or to clarify, even if he could. So I think I'll start investigating each sarcophagus for traps. Again, moving very slowly so I don't disturb any of the scorched dead inside or outside the open sarcophagi.
Well, so let me get it to the right screen again. If you search the one right next to where you are, the lid has been broken.
So that's already open. That's
open. I'm just kind of, you'll see the skeletons inside of it. The clothing in there, or what remains of clothing, are once probably very fine cloth. Possibly looks like they've been disturbed and thrown around. Just to give you an, if you're gonna be on looking, let me know.
I'm not touching any of the open sarcophagi.
Yep,
I cannot fight if they turn to be undead. I cannot fight them. So I'm not interested in trying to awaken them.
Okay, so which one would you be moving towards? Or going?
I'll go first to number 2. This one.
All right, give me a spot hidden on that. If you're checking for traps, I believe that's what you're doing.
Yes. I'm sorry, Tiresias, for acting while you're asleep. 5 on a 12.
That's totally fine, man. I totally get it.
You're checking. Your looking doesn't reveal anything other than it looks to be a very heavy stone, probably a couple 100-pound stone lid.
Okay. And I want to do the same for in sequence 1, 3, 4, and 5.
Then make a roll for each of those and see if you notice anything.
Again, going very slowly so I don't disturb any of the corpses that are visible.
And as you're looking at the stuff on the floor, it looks more like the remains of skeletons than something that might have got pulled out of the sarcophagus. There seems to be some broken weapons and a few other things mixed in also amongst the charred remains in the middle of the room.
I see. Okay. Spot hidden, right? 3 on a 12. One moment, please. 312 for sarcophagus number 1.
You find nothing.
Spot hidden again. Okay. A 7 on 12 for sarcophagus number 3.
Yep, go ahead.
A 6 on 12 for sarcophagus number 4. And a 5 on 12 for sarcophagus number 5. And once I finished that, I'm like, phew, that was nerve-wracking.
All right. Go ahead and make a torch check while you're at it.
Yes, torch check, number 6.
The torch
1.
flutters out when you. The torch flutters out when you're in over by sarcophagus 5. Starts to sputter and dimly starts to go down.
So I pull out my other torch, the one I'm carrying, and light it from this one.
All right. So whoever had the torch, make sure you mark that out of your inventory when you use them. Just
so that's Dune's torch that was used up.
Yep. Just so we.
Yeah.
And you find no traps among any of the sarcophagi.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then I slowly make my way back to Dune and see if he's woken up or shows signs of waking up.
No, but there's like a line of drool going down his chin now, and he's kind of snoring and snorting every once in a while.
Okay, so then I take a deep breath.
Yeah, and he purrs like a kitty once in a while too.
Yeah. Take a deep breath, put my hand on his get a good hold of his armor, hold the calling stone in my hand and say Wamoosh.
All right. You will find yourself.
Because I do not want to explore anymore without him awake.
You will find yourself back at the temple where Ingolf is. You appear before once what was possibly the altar location, which is now just deteriorated, worn stone. Ingolf, that was quick. You guys barely got down there.
Okay. I also just did the test for the calling stone, and it's got a crack on it.
Oh, you guys are just rolling wonderful on some of these tonight.
Yeah, so basically we can use the calling stone one more time.
Okay.
And I'm like, yes, well, as you can see, Dune is asleep. Doesn't look like he'll wake up anytime soon. And I'm afraid that me going off on my own would be inadvisable. So I decided to come back. We did make it as far as the charred tomb. Didn't wake any of the charred dead. Unfortunately, it appears we did trigger the hidden trap. And so we're here. And once he's woken up, which is probably after a shift rest, so tomorrow we'll head back down again.
He looks over at he's walking over to Dune, kicks him a little bit. Yeah, he's out cold. I told you to be careful.
Yes, well, I have been careful. I have been careful, which is why we are back here.
As he looks at you with various wounds on your body, and even though you're bandage patched up. Yeah. Okay. Well, rest up, eat, and hopefully he'll wake up soon. What are you planning to do?
Do you happen to have any torches?
I think you can probably make some out of the rubble around here. We got some cloth and some wood around.
Okay, that's good. So That's what I'll spend some of my time with. But I think we can also ask Dune how his dreams have been.
Ah, that could be interesting. Are you planning just to sit and hang out here for the a shift? Are you what?
So my ideal thing would be to do a shift rest.
For you, you could, yeah, both of you would be getting a shift rest out of this. One is chemically induced.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, pretty much. And the hope is at the end of the shift rest, Dune will wake up, but I can't know that.
Yeah, because you were down below waiting for him for a. Yeah, Dune, you will wake up after a shift. You'll feel very groggy
Right.
though.
So
Oh.
let me do the shift rest on my sheet, right?
Yep.
Okay, shift rest done. All conditions cleared. Everything healed up. Okay.
And condition.
And
if you took the time to do some bandaging and healing on Dune while he was unconscious, he will get an advantage on his roll too for any of that stuff. I think that only applies.
so I basically first made a couple of torches. So now I have 2 torches from 0. And I did do a little bit of tending to Dune. Not a lot because my healing isn't all that great, but some basic stuff.
Okay. Are you guys prepared to go back down there?
I am.
Yep.
More or less.
You just gotta be a bit more careful and check for traps at every door. That's what I learned.
I will also pick another field ration from my donkey.
I will sharpen your dagger again because it's no longer sharpened.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. I am ready to go back down. I give the calling stone back to Dune, and with a sigh, I approach the what's it called? The rift. Yes, the breach again. Okay. Sorry,
Nope, you guys work your way back down the trail. Back down to the door that you were at. Any
When we get back down there, Dune wants to recount the doors, see if they changed, like order or something like that, just to make sure.
You give me an awareness check with the boon. Everything seems normal. It seems like it was the last time.
Alrighty then.
All right. Anything else either you want to do? But once you get to the door or the entranceway into that cavern, let me move your map back. Didn't take it. Why not?
the same. Like if we are starting off from the beginning again.
Yep. I just have to. You guys have to move your icons back up the top.
Yeah. Sure. And basically the same thing that we learned. We learned from our last time here, so we'll take the best of what we've learned, which is to stay close to the ground, move slowly, and use the torch to ensure that we won't trip on anything or kick anything or anything of the sort.
Oh, speaking of which, I think I need to roll a d6 to see if mine is no longer usable, correct?
You're what?
Oh, yours is no longer usable.
Oh, right.
So is mine because we did the shift rest. So I made 2 new torches. and I'm using one of them.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right. You guys are back at the upper area in the beginning.
Yep.
There's corpses of bats laying around.
I think slowly we'll begin to move our cells down the hallway like before.
Yep, I was just waiting for some background
Close the
noise.
ground, lights the closing.
All right, you'll get 2 boons if you're going to sneak across this, because you still hear the chittering of other of what you suspect are more bats above.
Okay. Sneaking, right?
Yep, you get them with boons this time, though, 2 of them.
Yes.
Because you were taking much more precaution. Dune, you just barely squeak by sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got by to the door.
Yep, you got back down to the door. The door is still
Which I assume
open.
is still open.
Did you leave the door open? If you left the door open
Yes,
previously?
I did close the door.
Okay.
Did not close the door. I left it open when we left.
All right. Then the door is still open.
Dune looks warily at the door, trying to figure out what triggered the trap and where it came from last time, since he didn't notice the darts.
If you look at it, if they come as you push the one side of the door open, they came from the door itself. When you pull them out, they came from the inside where they attach at the hinge. Basically, they shot out from here. If that makes sense. The frame.
Yeah,
of
I think I get
frame of the door.
at.
Frame of the door. When you opened them up, they shot out of the edges of the door at you. Okay. You guys got down to the. Let's move the other map. Right screen. All right. You both are in the room then?
Yes.
Dune will enter.
In the room. Okay, and I'm like, dude, last I checked, none of these, given how much we've gone through and how nothing seems to have changed, I'm going to assume that none of these have traps in them, and I'm going to guess that our secret path is through one of these sarcophagi. What do you think?
Yes, that makes sense from what the Wolfman told us. He said that one of them would have a stairway inside. Have you checked all of them before you retreated?
I checked all the closed ones. Going by Ingolfer's visions, I have been very careful not to disturb any of these piles of burnt corpses, and I think we might not want to do that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So what are your actions, gentlemen? You're standing at the doorway looking amongst things here.
What kind of test would it take to push the covers off the sarcophagi?
A strength. Both of you combined would give
You
advantage.
did say they're quite heavy.
Yep, but you're not trying to lift them as much as push them. So.
Yes, that is true.
I'll push, and you have a weapon ready in case of a zombie or skeleton inside. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Well, pick one, gentlemen.
Have you touched this one?
We'll start with this one.
Got
We'll
it.
start with this one because it is kind of removed from the others, and we had to go around carefully. So yeah.
Oh, I forgot to open the best here.
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Yeah, 2, and we're ready to have a look and see what we can see.
All right, I will need you to make a strength check to push the lid.
and I'm keeping my dagger out and ready to stab anything that seems to pop up from the what's it called, sarcophagus, if anything does pop up.
As it starts to slide, it keeps moving, and as you look in, or if you move it enough, you can look in. There seems to be a corpse.
A corpse.
Well, skeletal remains.
Which aren't moving or anything. They're just there.
They're just there,
Right?
yes. Yeah, I would have told you if they were animated or moving.
Okay. Okay. Looks like this one is a bust. Shall we try the others? Or shall we look at the walls? I actually, now that I think about it, I didn't look at the walls of the far side of the cavern.
I would like to
What
check
do you
something
think?
with this coffin first. I'm going to
Okay,
knock
go ahead.
on the flooring of the coffin, like under the skeleton, see if it's hollow.
No, it is not hollow, or at least it feels solid.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay. So yeah, do you think we should look at the wall or continue with the sarcophagi?
Give
So
me
the
an
wall is not actually something I checked.
Give me an awareness check. Since you were digging around in there, Dune.
Yep.
Never mind.
The Wolfman said that the stairway would be in the coffins, correct?
Did he? I have to go and
Find a path
pull
through a door
racking my brain
hidden
again.
within one of these coffins.
Yes. Yes, that's right. So we do have to go through the coffins.
Yeah, let's go for the unmarked ones first. I'll move to this one next to push it open and wait for my companion.
Okay. I'll move. Sorry, wrong thing. I tried to move it on the stream, not the actual page. Okay. I'm right next to you. We are ready to do this one. Same as before. As the second goes. Same as before.
All right. I need a strength check then. All right. Dune manages to start pushing it off, or at least enough off that you can look in. You also see skeletal remains.
I do as I did before, and I knock on the flooring of the coffin.
Give me a spot hidden. You spot nothing.
Right. Time to move on to the next one.
Give me an awareness check, Dune.
Dune specifically, okay.
Okay. He's the one digging around by the stuff, so that's why.
Yeah.
3, same thing, strength check. All right. Let's see if this is. As you push open this one, there's a smell that comes out of it. And I'm going to need to make, Dune, you need to make a constitution save. You always just tie those. Tie goes to the player.
I almost made it.
Yeah, just a bunch of I want to call it spores, nauseous smelling fumes come out of it. Are you as soon as you crack the lid enough, it just like hits you. It doesn't make you nauseous or anything, but I'm giving you a moment to pause there, figuring you might have stopped pushing it.
I think Dune almost gags at the smell.
Yeah, and I've seen him gag again. I pulled him away from the sarcophagus. Learned my lesson the first time around. So we're standing a little bit further back. Then his face isn't right up in it.
Oh god, this place doesn't have any windows.
And you hunt by, oh no, you're a cat, not the wolf can. Wolf can use smell, so. All right, you only basically just cracked that sarcophagi. Any further investigation?
Okay, so we just cracked it. Okay. What kind of smell is it? Is it the smell of rot?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly the backgrounds you might have in, or how common in your backgrounds, what you might have come across, but if you've been in any conflict or have been around dead bodies or such, you can smell decaying flesh. How about that?
Yeah. I think for
so
Dune, the
I know
is probably rotten meat. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't really understand what a rotting like body would smell like normally.
But you get the idea of rotting meat or cattle or anything that might have been dead and found to have been left for a long time.
I know enough that you don't want fire near rot. So I'm basically holding my torch away from.
Is there
holding
any
a torch away from the whole thing. And yeah, you know what, dude? Let's do the others first and come back here because I don't want to risk getting another whiff of that.
While holding his breath, Dune is going to go back to the coffin, take out his light warhammer, and use that to try and poke and prod at the bottom of the coffin while keeping a good distance.
You're referring to 3?
Yes.
When I say you barely cracked it, I'm talking maybe there's a 2 to 3 inch crack where you just kind of push and that whiff just hits you right in the face.
Yeah, let's move on to a different one.
Okay, time to go to number 4, I suppose. See what happens here.
All right, Dune, you need to make a strength save to push. You're gonna do it yourself? No problem.
I do not think I could push because my strength is like incredibly low.
All right, and when you push that one aside, once again, skeletal remains. Only difference is these ones move. As you push open, there's a hand that kind of reaches out towards you, Dune. We're in initiative now. I just have to find it. Ah, there it is. Coming out of the sarcophagus, I mean, We were at 4 or no? Yeah, we were at 4. Sorry. Rising or trying to rise from the sarcophagi would be the skeleton. He is in chain armor, or seems to be worn, possibly salvageable from your blacksmith eye, Dune, or a portion of it. But other than that, what are you guys doing? You just see him starting to move. So I'm giving you an option to choose your action.
I think instinctively Dune takes out his warhammer and hits the skeleton.
Okay, and do I also get the surprise attack kind of thing? Sorry, Tim, you're muted again.
I keep doing that because I got a 4-year-old screaming in the background occasionally.
Yeah, no.
One thing, I'm going to check something here. Okay.
Okay.
That's the cave. That's the forest. Yep, we're gonna have to find some more improvised weapon cards. Draw a few for here. Go ahead, Dune. I'll give you the. Well, Dune, you were pushing and would have to have swapped weapons, so that's going to be mostly what you do on your surprise, or your initial seeing. You were having Silvergrin prepped to attack if anything was moving. That was your MO previous to all these. So
yes, that's
Silvergrin,
what I was always doing.
You will get the
Yes.
attack this round without being an initiative if you wish.
Okay, and can I use my backstabbing if it is so useful? Well, I rolled a 5 thing, and I will also invoke backstabbing, which gives me an extra d8, and it takes down any armor he has by 1 point. Oh, okay. So 13 damage against whatever armor the skeleton warrior has, -1.
As you push open the lid and the skeleton starts to rise, describe how you crush its skull or stop it from killing it
So,
right away.
yeah, as soon as the skeleton rises, I what's his name? Silvergrin reacts almost on instinct and stabs right down into one of the empty eye sockets.
And
as hard as he can.
And as you stab it and bring it up, the skull is still on the end of your dagger, separated from the head. I mean, from the neck. And it is deceased. That was short work, guys.
Good work, Silvergrin.
All right.
Okay, that's taking care of that.
Could I make a crafting check to see what how old the armor is?
I'll allow you to do that. And if you want, if you got anything, if you took anything in myths and what is that? Sorry, remembering the skill.
Myth and Legends?
Yeah, if you have anything in myths and legends, like you took that as your bonus, you would get it. I'd give you some advantage too.
I do not, sadly.
Okay. You honestly do not recognize the design from anything that you've studied in your history or knowledge, but it is of good quality metal. Would be iron or steel, chainmail, and he had a short sword also. Both are slightly rusted and worn, but they were in a sealed sarcophagi. So, worn, but, not too bad, but age generally will eat leather and other things just deteriorating. But the metal portion is not in too bad of shape. You could salvage it at a minimal cost.
I think the fact that I don't recognize the style and anything really intrigues me, so I'm going to take it and put it in my bag.
Okay. Mark that down as
Okay, and
ancient armor from the crypt. I'll fill in more if you want to learn more on it later.
while Dune is busy stripping down the skeleton, I think I'll take up his role from previous times and try to see if there's any hollow bottom to this particular sarcophagus.
No,
It is
not
spotted
really.
enough.
You can do a spot hidden, but it'll be for a different reason.
Okay, we'll try it. 5 on 12.
You see, as he's taken off the armor and stuff, there is a nice medallion of what appears to be gold and silver on his chest that he's wearing.
Okay.
Unknown symbol
I pointed out, yeah.
On it. It doesn't look like anything you would recognize. And with your appraising eye, I don't know if you want to. I'll give you awareness with plus on it. A boon, I mean.
Sorry, repeat that again. I kind of missed that because I think you broke up.
Give me a awareness with a boon. I don't know exactly how what they would use under this system.
Okay, awareness with boon. Okay.
You're aware
3 on 12.
Yep. I'm using that to estimate the value for you to estimate the value based on you as a merchant. You probably think this is probably worth about 25 silver pieces.
Okay. Let me think. 25 silver pieces. So I noticed this on the skeleton as Dune is stripping it down, correct?
Yeah, as he's pulling apart the armor to take it off to put it in, he's not really looking what's
I'm like,
under.
oh, dude, don't forget to get that amulet as well.
Yeah, Dune will take off the amulet and toss it to his companion.
Okay, grab it.
There you go, Silvergrin.
Have a look at it. Is it on a chain? If it's on a chain, I might just wear it.
If you want it to be on a chain, it can be on a chain. I'm not that picky.
Okay, yeah. I'll wear it. Tuck it in my robe. So it's not exactly visible, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got one more sarcophagi then, and we got one that you got a stench from you don't want to deal with.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the last one then, shall we?
Yeah.
Same as always. You open, I'll get ready to stab anything that comes out.
No problem moving it. But as you start to move it, it suddenly gets pushed open. Much more force. The lid comes flying off somewhat.
In which direction?
It just tilts towards the wall. How about that?
Okay, fair enough.
I'm trying to helps if I spell right. Okay, they don't
Biggest
have it.
concern being would it go towards as it smashes. But yeah.
All right, they don't have it in the compendium, so I'll have to just grab it from somewhere else. Give me a second. I thought they had a... Basically, what comes out of there is a ghoul. Just so you're aware of what it is.
Oh. This is probably going to be a tougher fight.
Just a reminder, the knife is no longer sharpened because we went through combat.
Yes. I do remember. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a ghoul in here somewhere. There we go.
Whoa, I thought that ghoul had a third arm for a moment, and I was so surprised. It was just his leg.
Yeah, I just grabbed it out of the free ones that they have for Roll20. A ghoul steps out. It is in wearing robes and tattered robes and looks very hungry. So let's get you guys in. Clear the initiative order here. And add the new ones. All right. Deal. Dune. You are, the lid gets pushed off and the ghoul stands up or jumps up, you get first attack.
Right, I take out my my warhammer, because I already have it ready because of the skeleton. This is what I go to. It's usually for undead. Dang.
All right. Silvergren.
Okay. I'm going to do my standard dagger attack. 12 on a 13. That's a pass. That goes through, right?
Yep, that does attack.
Okay.
That does hit.
And I'm going to backstab, which is an extra d8. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. And if the ghoul has any armor, it goes down by 1.
No, ghouls are pretty wimpy, actually. So how much total damage you said? 9?
9 damage.
Okay. It screams, or as what are you at you, and let's see, it rolls a d6.
Mm-hmm.
And attempts, and he lunges at you to bite. And he does, because you already used your attack.
So we can't evade, yes.
2d8. I'll get to the right screen. You take 8 points of biting damage minus your armor.
That's me, right?
Yep.
6. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, done. 6 points of damage.
All right. And then they were back at, okay, let's recall. Shuffle, recall. All right. Silvergren, you're up again.
Oh, again?
Yep.
Okay.
New round.
I'm going to try to dagger him one more time. 12 on 13. How is that possible? 10 damage. I will try backstabbing again because, you know,
as
it
you
is what it
don't
is.
have to bother with this. How do you kill him this time? Oh, great Slayer, Dagger Slayer.
Oh, I don't need to bother with backstabbing?
Nope, he had
Sorry?
exactly 10. Damn.
Okay, thank you. I'll just recount those will points. Fair enough.
Perfect.
So this time I go directly for the neck.
And
Right.
as you
Stab it right in the middle of the neck, and then flick my wrist left and right to basically cut any connection there. So maybe the bone is connected, but I've got all the flesh that might be hanging on.
All right, excellent. Now I'm going to need to have you make a con save.
Yes.
We're out of
imagine.
combat, but you have to make
Yes.
a con save.
13 on 17.
Okay, let me read something here. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right this time. All right. I got the answer I needed. You rolled the 13, I rolled the 3.
Opposed roll?
Yep,
Okay.
I won. Ha 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 ha. All right. Investigating? Looking further? What are we doing? You got a dead corpse in front of
Knocking
you?
the bottom of this.
Yep.
Knocking the bottom of this and seeing if anything rings out.
No. Spot hidden. The answer is no.
Okay.
I'm
So
giving
have
you-
we done spot hidden for all of them?
No.
We have. Oh, we haven't. Wait, okay. Anyway, I've done spot hidden for 2 of them. And I think I'll go back and do spot hidden on the other 3. And see if anything comes up.
Point to
on the
which ones
bottom.
you're going at. 5, there is nothing on that one.
I have to. So I did 5 and 4. There's 3. There's 2. There's 1. So 3, 1, and 2 in that order.
1 was
Is what
already
I'm gonna
checked. 2 was already checked. And all the
Yeah,
ones...
but that was checked not by me. That
Okay.
wasn't checked by me. That was checked by. So I'll check 3, 1, and 2 first because those
Okay.
were the closed ones.
Okay.
So spot hidden. 12 on 12 for number 3.
I goes to the player. 3 is the one with the smell. I need to have you make another con save.
Okay. Oh, right. We haven't done that. We haven't done that yet. Okay. I'll do that for number 2. We haven't done that. We'll do that for number 1 first. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, checking the bottom, you find nothing. Give me an awareness check.
Awareness check. Wow. Oh, yes. Good. Finally, my first dragon ever in this campaign.
You notice the corpse in there is wearing earrings and a ring.
Hmm.
The
Does the
earrings,
corpse appear to be burnt? I don't think so, right?
no.
Okay. I shall relieve the corpse of its material burdens.
All right. The earrings are only worth like 5 silver pieces, and the ring has a nice semi-precious gem on, and that one is worth another 25 silver pieces.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I'll go to number 2 and do the same thing. Sneak spot hidden first, which is a 2 on 12.
Nothing in that one.
And do I make an awareness check here or not?
Yeah, you didn't. Only one who had awareness check on that one previously was June.
2 on 12 for awareness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me roll. Let me look at my notes here. This one you will notice a jeweled dagger, where a bejeweled sheath on with a dagger, or once a sheath. couple loose, but like that. Dagger looks pretty nice.
So yeah,
You-
exactly. My eyes shine, and the first thing I do with this dagger, contrary to my money grubbing ways, is to look at the quality of the blade.
Actually, it is of good quality. It is finer
Okay.
than the two you have, or the daggers you currently have, as far as your merchant eye, even though it is worn. Blacksmith
Mhm.
wise, you may not be as, knowledgeable as some.
Yeah.
But the leather wrapping and the leather sheath are both pretty brittle and worn and crumble
Yep.
fairly quickly. The sheath, the gems on the sheath, all semi-precious, not really worth much. You could probably get 5 silver for them. They're more decorative than value.
Hmm.
The dagger
So
itself,
that gives me a second dagger. Actually, no, it doesn't give me a second dagger.
it would need to be repaired to be able usable. But
Exactly. It gives me a dagger blade, but
yes.
not a dagger. Okay, I will note it on my sheet though.
Yep. Luckily you got a blacksmith in your party. So
Yes. So,
Mhm. You can repair. I
oh,
also
what's the
want to
difference between
examine
a
the
parry
blade
dagger
myself.
and a dagger?
okay. Go ahead, doing use. I did hear you, but he didn't maybe.
Would you
Okay,
mind
so
handing
this is
me
a
the
dagger.
blade so I can examine it from a blacksmith
Oh,
angle?
I'll come to you and do that. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. Just listening to this. So I also need to mark the tiny items I got. One was an amulet. The other were, you said two earrings and a ring, right?
Earrings, a set of pair of earrings, and a ring.
Okay, all pretty cheap. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not finding major quality stuff here or anything, but it's probably been. And some of the stuff like cloth looks like it was good cloth and material used, but it's just over time a lot of that stuff deteriorates. And this is not a high magic world per se compared to other games
Hmm.
yet.
Okay, so yes.
Okay, and Dune, are you going to you take the day blade over to Dune to investigate? Dune, go ahead and give me a blacksmithing.
I mostly want to know if this, what the purpose of this blade would be used for. Whether if it's just a decorative piece or if it actually had like any purpose, like carving or combat or something like that, or ceremonial use. Just to sort of give you what I'm sort of looking for.
Yeah, it is a double-bladed dagger. I mean, I would say if you have to give a real life a Fairbanks Morris dagger, if you're familiar with that, it's a stiletto style.
Okay.
But it does seem to have been functional, but was very, elaborately thing. But the strangest thing you notice of it doesn't appear to be. It appears to be stranger metal, not or alloy than you have seen before.
Odd, I can't place the metal. Yeah, I give it back to Lothar. Take good care of this. It might
Okay.
be of some value.
I intend to do so because once we get back to town, I would like this repaired so I can start using it.
All right. Well, you guys only got
Okay,
one
so
thing
we have
remaining in this room, and I'd like to see if we can get to that because I need to bail here in a little bit myself. So,
yes. Let's finish that off. Yes, by all means. How is the smell from the number 3?
well, it is pretty strong.
Okay.
It's been
Dude,
leaking in the air enough that you guys are not going to have, or at least semi used to the smell from the small amount
Mhm.
leaking in.
Okay. Dude, do you think we could lever this off using like your Warhammer or something, rather than try to push it off and get our faces right in there?
I feel like that depends on the weight of the stone lid of the coffin. It might, depending on the way, it could just break my light hammer.
Well, what do you think you got?
That's a
So,
problem indeed.
just to remind, I mean, if you guys want to look around or think there might be something, you guys are as much of this narrative as I am too. So if you think there might be some item or something around that you could possibly use, I have no problem in most cases. You've been avoiding the piles of rubble?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a good question. If you look at the piles of rubble, are there anything that are not skeletons?
Well, yeah, there's rubble that looks like it's just debris from what I meant, maybe some old furniture or something in here. There are remains of skeletons, but all the sarcophagi had skeletons in them or occupants. So where did they come from? Might be a question to think about.
Okay.
But if you
So Dune, you might be better at this than I am because I think neither of us have any construction experience. But do you think we could use these fragments of metal to kind of
if you didn't say
uh,
it, I'm just what you were visually seeing. If you investigate further, you might see some stuff. But you were being very adamant about avoiding them earlier. So if you're going to start
yes,
digging
I
through
am
these
still
things,
pretty adamant about avoiding.
Could I
I'm
use
still
a
pretty adamant about
spot?
avoiding any of the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Can I use a
You
spot
were
and hidden
saying,
check for
Dune?
the rebels?
yeah, if you're digging, if you go ahead and roll a spot hidden, that would probably be best. That'll make it quicker. No, it won't. If you're looking around Silvergreen, you go ahead and make a spot hidden too.
Okay, I am looking around. Okay, I start looking more clearly, but how does one say, without actually disturbing anything as far as possible.
Yep, that's
So
why
spot
we're doing
hidden
a spot hidden instead of an awareness.
17 on 12. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Excuse me for coughing there. All right. That's cautiously. If you guys start kicking around, you might find stuff. But if you got any other imaginative ways to do stuff, go for it. Or if you just want to outright just push and see what happens.
I think I might push. I will take an angry condition and try it again. Pushing is to press the reroll button, right?
Yep.
All right.
Or now
14 on 12. Yeah.
now you're angry
good.
and still not finding
Yeah.
anything.
Yep. That's why I'm angry. Ain't finding anything. Okay.
So you're both standing there in front of a stinky sarcophagi, going, "I don't want to touch it," is what I'm getting so far.
Okay, so I'm like, dude, you might be more informed of this than I am, but do you think we could use the fragments of the broken weapons here to kind of work as a lever or like a thing to push the lid slightly up so it's easier to push out of the way? Because right now it's like the full lid is standing on the full surface of the sarcophagus opening. But if we kind of lift it up a bit and then we could push it out of the way. Oh, you were away. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, Dune, I'll say that again. Do you think we could use the fragments of the weapons here, like the broken shield and the broken swords and whatnot, as kind of levers that we could push into the edges of the sarcophagus lid, so that's easier to push it out? Do you? I mean,
The
would you
problem
have
isn't
any
pushing it, it's
information on
just
that?
is the distance between us and the coffin because of the smell. I don't think that those items are really going to give us as much of a distance as we need to really get away from it when we open it.
Okay. All right.
What we doing, gentlemen?
I think I'm just gonna push open the coffin and tell Lothar to stand back. And I'm gonna hold my breath as best I can and just force number 3 open.
All right. Give me a
Okay.
strength check. Not a problem for you. Excellent. Give me a Constitution roll with advantage. Or excuse me, not advantage. Wrong. With boon. All right. Holding your breath helped. But when you push the lid there, what you see are like 3 rotting corpses, and they're not as old as the other ones, and they're in a what appear to be black robes and not looking well at all. Dead, decaying, smelling funky.
Okay, so it's not the. We have to do the marked chests or coffins then.
As you're kind of looking there, you'll see that the end closest to the wall, the flooring in there, or the floor in there is open. There's a stair.
In number 3.
In number 3, there's a ladder going, opening with a ladder that appears in it, like a going down.
Okay. One question. You said there are 3 bodies in number. Was it 3 bodies or 1 body?
There are a couple bodies.
Yeah.
I may have said 3 because I was looking at number 3, but there's a couple bodies crammed up in there. But they look fresher.
So one question
and much newer than the other ones.
Do these bodies appear to be out of the order? Oh, sorry. Let me change the question. What kin are these bodies? Can we tell? Have they decomposed too far to be able to tell?
They've decomposed quite a bit.
Okay. So
There appears to be no apparent wounds or damage that way, like a severed arm or a big gash in the ribs or anything like that. Their clothing and robes appear to be intact also.
Could we do a heal check to look for any signs that they may have died from disease?
You absolutely can try. So,
okay. Oh, nice one.
You don't suspect that they died from that or any diseases or anything like that?
No, obviously like pox or anything. I'm guessing like on their wrists.
Nothing apparent. Like if that's what you're checking for.
Yeah.
Basically, what seems unusual to you, maybe if you said you got such a good roll. I don't even know how you would explain that. It looks like they're charred to an extent. But
oh, okay. Okay.
Are
charred.
I'm trying. That's not quite how I want to explain it. Because they're decomposing. I don't think you could tell some of the stuff that you would possibly.
I'm guessing just some of the the fingertips or something that are black.
Yeah, things like that. They're black and they're kind of like almost. Instead, the skin has been decayed, but you can see what looks like maybe scorch marks, but it's not burnt.
I think with that, knowing that they're not diseased, I'm going to grab the bodies and just drag them onto the floor.
They kind of liquid moosh a little bit on you.
Ooh. I guess you can.
But you managed to get them out the inside of there. Is one thing once you do notice moving, and this is something that you probably noticed earlier, but we're investigating. It's getting warm and almost as if the ladder area You can feel heat rising from there.
That makes sense because the next layer is the charred tomb, so that's probably an extremely hot area.
Oh, you're in the charred tomb number 2 right now. The next one is unknown. I know what it is.
Yeah. Well, come on, Lothar. We got a lot more. So once I throw the bodies to the floor, I am going to go down the ladder.
Once the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah. And I'm going to go behind him.
As you're going further and down this ladder, it's getting warmer. But when you first started out, it was stone, rough-hewn walls. But as you notice as you're climbing down, who's holding the torch, by the way?
Lothar is holding the torch.
Please roll torch.
Sorry, you'll have to repeat that. But there was a bit of a.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
So I missed that.
First thing is that we need to roll the lighting. We've been doing a lot of stuff without checking for lights.
2.
All right. So
2. Yeah.
All right. And you're holding the light? Was the thing I was asking?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys start to climb down this ladder in the sarcophagus, you're feeling heat come up. Like you're in almost like a flue or a chimney. You feel the heat. I don't want to call it a chimney. But as you slowly climb down, the rough-hewn walls that line the insides of this the lining of this hole pit, as you climb further and further down, it becomes at some point much nicer stonework, a white marbling, though it looks like it has a coat of gray on it. As your hands touch it, it comes off an ash. And as you keep further going down, it seems your light, make another check on your light. It's been 15 minutes of just going down. So if you can roll another torch check.
Another torch check. Okay.
Yeah. The light starts to spitter and spatter as you're clinging to the ladder in this 5x5.
Okay.
And it starts to go dark.
One moment. I will just switch torches. I bought 2 torches with me, so I will switch torches. So now I'm down to 1 torch. And I've relit a torch. Okay.
And Dune, as you look down below you, you see a reddish light at the bottom. Almost orange and almost the color of your fur emitting from below. It's not flickering anything. It's just a steady orangish kind of yellow light.
Dune just gets this sinking feeling like they are sinking into hell.
And that's where we're going to end it, because maybe you are. That's where we're going to...
Okay.
So that's where we're going to end it tonight, gentlemen. You found some treasure. You found some corpses, and you found that bats are really irritating. And that you should check for traps at doors. So, but let's swip over to the through there. How are we all doing tonight? Anything want to check or go over real quick before we head our way?
I think.
Nope. That was,
I think I'm pretty good. This is quite a lot of fun.
All right, excellent. We're getting a little better at the combat and stuff. A few more, I think we'll get some of the subtler rules back in. Remember, there are other actions you can take besides, and that's also for me to remind you, besides just attacking on your stuff. So I forgot to remind you of that until it was too late, because we have
Sorry.
All right, is there anything anybody wants
to... What did you forget?
No, I forgot to remind you guys about the different things you can do besides your special attacks, not just attack. Like Here,
Okay.
yeah, so so you can special attacks and stuff, remind you of those.
Yeah, special attack. Fair enough.
Little things like that. We'll get better handle on some of that. So, but all right, anything else you guys want to promote, say before we end up getting out of here?
I'm good.
I've
Thank
got
you.
nothing on my
Thank you
own.
all for watching.
Yep, thank you
Yeah.
all for watching. And I guess tonight there will be, well, today is the 11:30, so there will be no vampire tonight, I believe. So anybody who's expecting for Vampire the Masquerade, there will be none this evening. We will be picking up next weekend or 2 weeks for that. But we'll be back here in 2 weeks. So everybody, thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you soon or on the next one. Talk to you later.